Berserk 1997, episode 14. What a beautifully played out episode. I love to see that Casca actually tried to fight back. Now, she was getting overwhelmed. Luckily, Judo came to her safety. At the same time as that, Guts is taking on this 50-man army. That takes us to one of the craziest parts of this episode. So Casca tries to get Judo to hurry up, run, go to Guts. They go over there and there's bodies laying all over the floor, and Guts is over by the tree. We're thinking he's dead. Casca turns to touch him, and he comes right back. He's just really badly injured. But oh man, just watching that slowly happen as we see the field, it was just a goosebumps moment. After the fact, they make it back to the kingdom. Guts is pretty bad injured, and he's probably going to be out for the rest of the war. However, Judo asks to talk to Casca in private, and she ends up getting this special fairy dust medicine from him that apparently is able to cure stuff pretty fast. At this moment, we start to notice something on Casca's end. This is done by Judo. So as Casca gets the medicine and runs off to go and try to find Guts, this is where we hear that she's acting more like a girl. At the same time, I'm gonna go back. I hate going back like this, but Guts was fighting, and as he was fighting, he was thinking on why he was doing this, fighting this entire army, and he begins to think it's probably for Casca, which, if you can't guess, we're starting to kind of see something about the pair. Quickly continuing on, so Casca goes to look for Guts at his tent. He's missing, and like always, he's out in the mountains on his own, holding his sword. As Casca tries to apply this medicine, they begin to have this conversation that gets quite intense about the lights and how it's like people's dreams, and Guts begins to talk about his self. That's whenever Casca kind of finds out that he's referring to leaving the band of the Hawks. I'm gonna say this is obviously some really amazing writing just on this part alone. Definitely the second best part of this episode, but easily can be the first. Now we get to our ending. The pair of Casca and Guts gets interrupted by the others announcing that Griffith has finally came back. This takes us to a moment that is very feel happy. The trio are back together once again. You have Guts, Casca, as well as Griffith in the view distance of each other, and you just want to smile. Something I forgot to mention, so during the meeting of Judo and Casca, she gets to know that Griffith put his foot down to those higher ups whenever they were telling him to forget about Guts and Casca. To me, that's the reason this moment made me smile so much and I felt so happy. As the trio are there, we get to hear as Casca begins to tell her sorries. She's apologizing to Griffith for holding everyone back. But in the midst of that moment, Guts pushes her into Griffith, and she kind of blushes and looks at Guts. Of course, Guts doesn't want to stick around. He wants to go drinking. Casca keeps her eyes on him. If it's not apparent, what we're seeing is the blossoming of love. It's absolutely beautifully done, true cinema, and this series continues to be one of the greatest series I've ever watched. With all that, I rate this episode a 9.6. Continues to be great, but I think this is another one of those timeless episodes. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Berserk 1997, episode 14. Hope you guys stay safe, and until next time, peace out, guys.